Alright folks, Bitching 88, we are back on Criminal Case on Facebook. Let's head on to case number 4, which is called Hour of the Wolf. We're in San Francisco. Hey Ace, we're in San Francisco, the city of the Golden Gate Bridge, hipsters, hills, and the dawn of Nightflower, the final ingredient of a power-hungry vampire's elixir of invincibility. Any vamp who drinks this potion will be immune to sunlight, decapitation, and the stake. They'll be practically impossible to kill. We still don't know which vampire wants invincibility, but it's clear we can't let them get their hands on this flower. The species is native to the forests around San Francisco, and it's due to bloom later today. We gotta grab it before the vamp does. So what shall we do? Well, while we wait for the flower to bloom, Ace, some sightseeing? Actually, we just received a call from a guard at the Alcatraz Museum, Ace. He says he found a dead werewolf lying on the pier. A dead werewolf on Alcatraz Island? Where the famous prison used to be? What were they doing there? Well, that's for you and Ace to investigate, Gwen. Grab the next ferry to Alcatraz and go check out this dead wolf. Interesting. Yep, if you're here, you're on time. Literally just started. Ooh. Ooh, it's a ferry ticket. Hairy face, check. Canine teeth and claws, check. Ace, that is a dead werewolf, alright. Look at the multiple shot wounds on his chest. He's been murdered. Werewolves can only be killed using silver, so the perp must have used silver bullets to shoot. Are you the hunters I called about this dead werewolf? You did right, sir. Did you know the victim? Yeah, it's Danny Kwame. He always comes here on full moon nights when they, transform. Alright, sir. Ace will take it from here, but we'll need to ask a few questions shortly. I see you also found this ferry ticket, Ace. The blood on it's gotta be the victim's. Taking a sample of pink powder might provide us with a lead. We've only got till the dawn of Nightflower blooms to solve this werewolf's murder, so let's get investigating. Let's do this. Oh. Huh? There we go. Let's get this pink powder from the bloody ticket to the lab, Ace. Except Priya's a werewolf too, which means she's only just re-emerged from last night's transformation herself. It always leaves her feeling down in the dumps. And the fact that her victim's a dead werewolf won't help matters. Let's hope she can still cope with analyzing this powder, Ace. Alrighty, so let's do this. Alright, I'll see you guys all in a little bit. I've got to go grab some stars. I'm Bitching 88. Au revoir. Our folks, Bitching 88, we are back and we grab some stars. Let's talk to Reggie Pratt. So Reggie, ready to answer some questions about the murder you called in? I guess. One of my answers may have been a brave Roman centurion. Oh, but I'm just a museum guard. I ain't used to seeing dead bodies. But it looks like it wasn't your first encounter with a werewolf. No, sirree, Danny and I went to junior high together. I was a chubby kid everyone teased, but he was always kind to me. When the poor dude got bit, I let him and his pack lock themselves up every full moon in an abandoned wing of old Alcatraz that ain't open to museum visitors. That way they could go around hurting nobody with their wolfy teeth and claws. Oh, so that's why Danny was here last night, to hide away during his transformation. Hey Reggie, you better lead us to the abandoned prison wing where Danny used to lock himself up. Oh man, I could have used that one instead. Alright. Mud. Fire extinguisher. Torn cardboard. And there's a satchel. Boom. Grace or Rupert? Rupert. Season 1 Jones or Season 5 Jones? Kind of like Season 1 Jones because he was more aloof. Gosh, jeez, what a mess. Werewolves have definitely been wreaking havoc here. One of them must have torn up this cardboard. Let's see it back together. Look at our victim's initials on the back. We better rifle through it for some clues. Well, they said a pack. So there's obviously other werewolves that are in the pack. Sorry, Jaya. Instead of Twilight Saga, it's the Sunset Saga. That's hilarious. There's a sandwich in his bag, Ace. Judging from the faded note on it, someone prepared it for him. Let's recover the message. What the heck is this? Oh, this is a full moon calendar. Got it. Alright. Oh, okay, whoa, that's... didn't know it was folded over. This is a lunar calendar. Of course, knowing the dates of the full moon must be important to the werewolf. There are two names scrawled on the calendar. One's our victim, the other one's Xander. The museum guard mentioned that Danny had a pack, so Xander's probably another werewolf. We need to work with him, Ace. Yes, I did like Grace, but they didn't use her at all, really. Oh, his mama. Ace, the note on the sandwich says ham and cheddar. Your favorite. Love your mama. Sooner because mom was still making packed lunches. Hope she's better cooked than mine. Seriously, we should go talk to her. I'll have to pretend to be news reporters when we speak to the lady, Ace. She probably doesn't know her son's a werewolf, so best not mention it. Well, you don't need to be a good cook to throw a sandwich together. Excuse me, Xander. I'm Gwen Harper, and... Harper? Oh, so you're from that supernatural hunter family. Have you come to gloat about your kill this morning? Wait, no. We're actually here to... Danny and I were the only two wolves left in San Francisco. The rest of our pack was slaughtered by the likes of you. What did he do to deserve to be murdered like a dog? Whoa, whoa, look, Xander. I know you're upset about Danny, but we didn't kill him. In fact, we're trying to find out who did. I take it you locked yourself in Alcatraz with Danny last night. Yep. And though if you're asking me what I remember, then I've got nothing to tell you. We wolves have no memory of what happens during the full moon. In fact, the only good thing about being a werewolf is that I stop being allergic to fur when I'm transformed. Oh, well, that's ironic. A werewolf being allergic to fur? Sorry, Xander, this isn't time for jokes. What about Danny's death? Did you see anything? All I saw was bullet-riddled body on the pier when I left the old prison wing at dawn, and I ran straight off because I knew, because I was scared I'd be next. Yeah, I mean, it's possible you're next. Miss Kwame, we're reporters from the San Francisco Chronicle. If you're here to beg for donations for your little rag, you have come to the wrong place. I'm not a charity. Wait a minute, no. We're actually open for an interview. I'm sorry to tell you that your son was found murdered this morning. Me? My Danny? Murdered? No, it can't be. I'm afraid it's true. We know this must be a hard time, but... Alright, I have nothing to say to reporters right now. I knew I should have stopped him from going to his poker nights every full moon. I told my Danny he was hanging out with a bad crowd that would kill him one day. Why didn't he just listen to his mom and stay home every evening? Well, we know why. Ace, apologies in advance for my moralness. I'm still recovering from my monthly forced incarnation during last night's full moon. And emerging to find a dead werewolf on Ben's autopsy table is the final nail in the coffin. Oh, Priya, this investigation kind of bring up a lot of conflicting emotions for you. Well, the fact is, I've dreaded being another living werewolf ever since one attacked and turned me, but seeing one dead is traumatic too. Well, Priya, if you don't think you're up for working on this case. No, work is a good distraction, which leads me to the pink powder left on the bloodstained ferry ticket. The sample turned out to be a crushed sleeping pill. So there's no trace of this medication in the victim. It has to have come from your insomnia-suffering killer. So our killer has trouble sleeping. Ace? Well, we'll be staying up day and night until we catch him. Not technically, because you said that we only had like 6 hours before the flower bloomed, so we really need to do this very quickly. I left my heart in San Francisco. High on a hill, it calls to me. Sorry to interrupt your karaoke session, Ben. Oh, I was just practicing a song to cheer Priya up with. She's always mopey after being locked up during her full moon transformation. Yeah, and the fact that we have a werewolf victim won't help matters. Indeed. Anyways, you probably guessed Danny Kwame died from multiple silver bullet wounds to the heart and upper chest. Yeah, werewolves can only be killed using a silver weapon. Everybody knows that. Correct, Gwen, but what most people don't know is adding wolfsbane into the mix makes it even more certain that the wolf will die. Wolfsbane? You mean the purple flower that's poisonous to werewolves? Exactly. And your werewolf slayer knew this too because they dipped their silver bullets in wolfsbane before shooting the victim. This means your killer's well versed in werewolf knowledge and lore. Well, Ace, the killer's knowledge of werewolves sure won't help him escape our clutches. Yeah, Ace was hoping to do some sightseeing while waiting for the dawn of Nightflower to bloom. We got our hands full investigating the murder of a werewolf. Danny was shot multiple times with silver bullets. Yep. He was called in by a security guard. And Xander has it in for Gwen. Yep, and his mom. Didn't look like our victim. Oh, Ace, the door just slammed shut. There's only way out of this creepy prison. We're locked in. Uh-oh. Well, while we're locked in, let me grab a whole bunch of stars so that we can finish off chapter 2. So I'll see you guys in a little bit in Pachini's Idiot. Au revoir. Alright folks, Pachini's Idiot, we are back. Let's head on to chapter number 2, where we were locked into a prison, which is not usually a good thing. Help! Anybody, get us out of here! Well, looks like the hunters have gone and got themselves trapped. Now, isn't that ironic? Oh, Xander, thank goodness. Can you please let us out? Well, it's probably not in my best interest not to, but fine. I know you'll get out eventually. That's a good point. Thanks a million, Xander. I know you don't trust us. Well, for good reason. Nowhere's safe for us wolves. There's even been hunters sniffing around our forest hideout. Oh, wait. You have a hideout in a forest? Did Danny spend time there? He did. Darn it. I should have just kept my big mouth shut. Well, your hideout might hold clues as to who killed Danny. Ace, we better head straight there. Yes, love that. Oh, that's obviously something. Oh, this would be a star for sure. What? No star? Oh, I forgot to do the bonus. Oh well, that's my bad. Hey, someone drew a werewolf on this poster and wrote, Danny, I'm coming to get you, you mangy mongrel. Wow, so Xander was right. The werewolf's forest lair had been uncovered. Whoever made this poster was clearly on the hunt for a victim. Let's try to match the handwriting on the poster to something in our records. And as for this mortar and pestle, the goo in it totally looks and smells like wolf's bane. Ben told us the killer dipped their silver bullets in wolfsbane to be extra sure they'd be lethal. Which means this mortar and pestle must be our perps. We should get a sample of the paste. This torn cloth looks weirdly familiar. Let's stitch it back together, Ace. That's probably the victim's. It's probably the victim's clothes. It doesn't look like it. We'll find out. Oops, no, it's this one. I just click really quickly. Ruth? Oh. Cripes, Ace. The handwriting on the paper belongs to Ruth Wu. She's a supernatural hunter infamous for her cruelty. People even call her Ruthless Wu. The point is, hunters like Ruth will slaughter anything supernatural that moves, no matter whether they're good or evil. Ruth popping up during werewolf murder makes her highly suspect. We need to talk to her. Oh, snap. She looks like a... She looks deadly. She looks mean. Alright, let's get this wolfbane paste from the killer's mortar and pestle to Priya. Wait, hang on. Priya's a werewolf, which means exposure to wolfsbane would be highly dangerous. Ben had better analyze the sample instead. Hey, good call there, Glenn. Good call. Oh, you know who this looks like? This looks like, what's her name's? This looks like the vampire. That looks just like it. I forget. Damien. Oh yeah, Pierce. Yep. This Trevor Ace. This vest belongs to Pierce. My Pierce. I mean, he's not mine anymore since I found out he was a vampire. Still, he's just so dreamy. Probably dreamier than any other guy I've liked, guy or girl I've liked before. As we found Pierce's clothes on our victim's forest hut, I guess I have no choice but to talk to him. You're right, Ace, I can do this. Let's go find Pierce. That doesn't shock me that he's a suspect now. What's up, Ruthless Wu? Ruth, fancy meeting you here. Well, if it isn't Gwendolyn Harper. I was only talking to your mother only last week. You don't need to tell me how disappointed she is that you've joined Jake Arrow's team of spineless hunters. Yeah, well, we're not here to talk about my mother, Ruth. We're here to talk about Danny Kwame's murder. We know you had your eyes set on him. Drat, someone nabbed that wolf before me. So admit it, you wanted to kill him. That's why you're looking around his forest hut, isn't it? As you know, dear Gwendolyn, it is my life's ambition to rid the world of all supernatural scum. I've studied every book there is about killing mongrels like the fellow you mentioned, but sadly, this particular trophy isn't mine. Now off with you. I've got to try and figure out my next target. I would think someone like that would, I feel like something like that she would have more information on. You know, like she would own that kill for sure. Is that you, Gwen? Have you come to say you miss me and want me back? Yes, I mean, no, not at all. You know, there's a super glam vampire ball coming up to celebrate Dr. Atkins' death day. It's the event of the year, and I'd love you to come with me. Oh, please stop, Pierce. I'm not here about us. I'm here on a serious hunter business. Danny Kwame, a werewolf, was murdered, and we found your vest torn to pieces in a secret hideout in the forest. I stitched it back together for you. Ah, thanks. I was wondering where it had gone, but forget about the werewolf. Talking about us is way more interesting. Wait, did you say Danny's the murdered wolf? Yeah, so you knew him? I did. Vamps and werewolves are renowned for hating each other in all those teenage movies, but about a rivalry ain't helping. We can get along just fine. I love messing around in the forest with Danny and his friend Xander. Then we spend the night debating vampire and werewolf lore. Danny was one of the good guys. Too bad he's left this world. Drats, Ace. I hope Pierce couldn't see how nervous I was. I know we can't be together, me a hunter and he a vamp and all, but does he have to be so darn charming? Anyway, I'll get over him somehow. Thanks for being a good listener, Ace. I think you need someone more stable, but that's just me. Hey, I tried to make Priya laugh with my terrible singing, but it didn't really work. Our investigation's really traumatized her, hasn't it? I'll go see if she's alright in a bit. I'm sure your sunny nature will do wonders for her mood when. Now, the wolfsbane paste you sent me from the killer's mortar pestle, it ended up being rather culinary. You see, mixed with the wolfbane were traces of raw beef, raw egg yolk, and capers. In other words, all the essential ingredients of steak tartare, a delicious French delicacy, and your killer's clearly a fan. A dish made of uncooked beef and egg? Our killer can keep their steak tartare. I'll stick to a good old American burger, thank you very much. Now, Ace, how about we go head back to Alcatraz and take another look around this disused prison wing? And let's try not to get locked up this time. That might be a good idea. I'm doing great. He does look extremely weird without his vest. I completely agree. Does not look as foreboding or even as, like, you know, exciting. Oh, shoot. Okay. Money envelope. That's interesting. Oh, so someone's probably gonna pay him. Cell phone. Ah, there we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What are you doing? What are you doing? Ace. Oh, brother. I can't see crap. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what the heck that was all about. Can I not even... Can't even go back. Alright, well, anyways, my guess it was just Gwen talking about the things that we found. That was really weird. It was really weird. That's alright, it's too cute. It's not that, it's this one. That's right, Bonnie. You're here for the chapter 2. Nice passcode cracking days phone Ace. Now let's get it to Hope. Reveal. Huh. Ace, the note on the cash envelope says Reggie, this is all we got. Danny. Well, Reggie's a museum guard who called it Danny's murder. Dude told us that he left the werewolves use the abandoned prison wing out of kindness, but this money indicates otherwise. Reggie Pratt had better have some answers for us, Ace. Oh, snap. He's not as nice as he looks. Does that shock us? Ace, would you kindly inform your partner that if she doesn't desist from playing mournful ballads in her bedroom, I shall snip off all her ginger locks? Oh, come on, Hope. Listening to sad songs is the only way I can get over Pierce. You'll understand if you ever fall in love one day. Huh. Far too pragmatic for emotions such as love, unlike yourself. Anyway, enough about myself. How about the victim's phone we sent you? Was there anything on it relating to the murder? Well, the majority of the correspondence I found on the phone just confirmed how much everyone liked your victim. That is, apart from the one SMS message which demanded that he stop this werewolf business. The message was sent to Danny from none other than his mother. Huh, so Danny's mom telling him to stop this werewolf business, which means she knew he was a wolf and clearly didn't like it. Well, Ace, we didn't know the conversation with Miss Kwame. Oh wait, she thought that he could just not be a werewolf? That's interesting. She obviously hasn't read too much about stuff. It's you, Newshounds, again. Can you lead me to more of my son of peace? This won't take long, Miss Kwame. We found the message you sent your son telling him to stop this werewolf business, and what of it? All I wanted was for him to end this childish pretense of being a mythical creature. Playing card games with his friends was one thing, but insisting that he was an actual werewolf was too much. That night he came home with some silly book about werewolf lore to prove he was one. I snapped and nearly threw my steak tartare at him. The text message was just me desperately trying to get my son to grow up, to leave the world of fantasy to children, start behaving like a 33-year-old man. But I doubt your readers are interested in any of this. I must go and buy some sleeping pills, otherwise I'll be up all night thinking about my poor misguided boy. Interesting. Interesting. Hey Reggie, can you explain why this envelope with cash has your name on it? Oh, where did you get that? Come on, fess up. You were demanding money from the wolves to use the band wing, weren't you? Alright, don't get mad. Yes, it was, but I ain't proud of it. It's because of my wife. She always complained that I earned a pittance as a guard. It's barely enough to treat ourselves to our favorite steak tartare meal now and again. So I told her I was letting some old friends stay in the prison. She said I was a silly Dumbo missing out on a golden opportunity to make some money. That's why I started charging Danny a small fee to use the wing. But then my wife kept making me increase it. When Danny told me he couldn't afford to pay more than what he was already giving me, I just didn't know what to do. Well, Reggie, let's hope you didn't shoot Danny dead because he couldn't afford to fund your wife's expensive lifestyle. And kind of a pushover in that regards. Yeah. Ace, can you hear some shouting? Sounds like coming from the pier. Let's go check it out. Stand back, Ace, or I'll shoot the... Oh, for the love of Pete. Priya, how did you... Don't let her kill me, Ace. Oh, for the love of Pete. We'll see you guys in the next chapters of Pachini's Idiot. Over and out. Alright, folks, Pachini's Idiot. We're back. Let's head on to chapter number 3. Ace, I hope we solve the case of the dead werewolf soon. Oh, yeah, that's right. What's up, Ruth? Nah. No, I won't let her kill you. And if she does, don't worry, we'll kill her, okay? Ruth, that's my colleague you're threatening. A werewolf's a werewolf. Get out of the way. Get your filthy hands off Priya or I'll shoot you. Alright, this pathetic wolf isn't worth my time. You can have her. The only pathetic person here is you, Ruth. Oh, Ace, thank you for saving me from that horrible individual. Of course, Priya, but what were you doing here? I'm sorry, but curiosity got the better of me. I wanted to see where a werewolf died. I'll head back to the base now so I don't cause you any more trouble. Yeah, Ace, I can't believe Ruth had the audacity to attack one of our team. I swear if we find out she killed our victim, I'm taking her down. Speaking of our investigation, let's look around the pier for more clues. Oh, wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's a really cool image. Yeah, sure will end in probably about 45 minutes. We gotta go chapter 3 and chapter 4. That's obviously one. And the chocolate bar. Our muzzle. Yeah, I figured that would be something. The security camera, playing cards, and then fish. There's a fish. Hey, someone scrawled the victim's name on this dog muzzle, and maybe that powder will reveal who wanted to muzzle Danny. And security cameras are always useful, so let's unlock this one. We shall just tape up this torn photo. And Ace, we've almost got our wolf slayer by the tail. Oh. Oh, by a girl, so it looked like maybe his girlfriend, maybe? Alright, so 7 and then 2. 7, 7, 2, 7, 7. 7, 3, 7, 7, 2. 7, 8, 2. 3, 8. Ace, let's see if Hope can find any useful footage on the security cam from the pier. I'm sure she'll be able to. We've got faith and hope. Boom. Shakalaka. Yeah, let's put this powder from the victim's muzzle in the microscope, Ace. Oh, what? Is that Ruth and him? Ace, you see what I'm seeing? That's our victim in the photo being all lovey-dovey with Ruth the hunter. But Ruth despises supernatural creatures. How did she end up having a love-in with a werewolf? Can't believe we're going to have to speak to that vile person again. Oh, snap. Maybe she didn't know that it was? That's interesting. Gwen, I know your emotions are in a delicate state, so you might not want to see the footage from the crime scene. Wait, my emotions? I don't know what you mean, Hope. Just put the video on already. Alright, but don't say I didn't warn you. I just need to pull out this wire here, and you should be able to disable the camera. Wait, did we just see my ex-boyfriend disabling the security camera at our crime scene? I'm afraid so, Gwen, and he did it last night, which is why there wasn't any footage of your victim being killed this morning. Well, you're right, Ace. This is all suspicious as heck. And next or not, we need to confront Pierce. Heck yeah, we do. Looks like a little dinosaur. Ace, the powder on Danny's muzzle was a fur allergy medication. And that's right, Danny's werewolf pal said he was allergic to fur, so he must have given this to Muzzlehead. We did chat with Xander about this strange gift, I agree. Oh, did he know that he was in with Ruth? Maybe. There is just... This is messy. This is juicy, for sure. Gwendolyn, could you tread more lightly, please? You're scaring away fresh meat from my steak tartare lunch. Ruth, could you forget about your lunch for a second and explain what you were doing, having an affair with a werewolf? Wait, shh. Don't say things so loudly. Alright, I admit I had an affair with Danny, but that was before I realized he was a werewolf. As far as I was concerned, he was just another delicious young male. They're the only ones who can keep up with me. When I realized my mistake, I was mortified. And how could I? The most notorious supernatural hunter in America not recognize a wolf when I saw one. So is that when you killed Danny, when you realized your error? Gwendolyn, I already told you that someone got to Danny before me. And Ace, if I find out you told anyone about my relationship with a nasty mongrel, I'll hunt you down and your family down. Well, I don't have family. And I'm better than you, so... Watch your back. Watch your back. Watch your back and don't cross me. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead, babe. Tell me you changed your mind about the vampire ball. I have other things on my mind, actually, including trying to figure out why you disabled the security camera on the pier where Danny was murdered. Whoa, look, there's an innocent explanation. Well, I'm all ears. The truth is, I'd sometimes tease Danny about how being a wolf was child's play compared to being a vamp. Aside from full moon nights, they only turn to wolves when they feel like it. Being a vampire is a full-time job for life. In other words, forever. Anyway, the puppy got his tail in a twist about my banter and told me to come to the old prison and see what happens when they unwillingly transform at full moon and not just for funsies. I was having a hard time sleeping, so I agreed, and I'm a secretive person, which is why I disabled the camera, so there's no evidence of me being there. Did you were at the prison last night? Did you see the murder? Well, the thing is, when I saw what actually happened when Danny turned into a wolf, I kind of freaked out and skedaddled long before dawn. So first you teased the werewolves, and then you got scared of them? Let's just say I won't be making fun of wolves again anytime soon, Ace. Man, you guys are nuts. What happened to being nice to everybody? Tanner, we thought you and Danny were friends. Oh, this is from Pacific Bay. This is the background from Pacific Bay, if I recognize it anywhere. Tanner, we thought you and Danny were friends, so what compelled you to give him a muzzle? Because I wanted him to shut the heck up about being a werewolf, Ace. It was bad enough that the museum guard knew about us, but we needed his help. But then Danny wanted to tell his mom the truth. I can barely sleep at night thinking of how many wolves are already dead. The rest of us need to be super careful if we want to stay alive. We gave Danny the muzzle to make him understand that keeping our identity secret was a matter of life or death. Would you expect us to believe you didn't do anything more to shut Danny up? Ace, my goal is to protect werewolves, not kill them. Anyway, my animal instincts only go so far as enjoying raw meat in my steak tartare. Alright, Ace. Yeah, I know the recap. And there have been some revelations that have happened for sure. This is a good one. I like this one. I mean, I know most people are upset that we don't have Luke as our partner in this, but outside of this being Luke as our partner, this has been great. Yeah, we have family. I thought the same thing, but we don't have family. And that would be a star, my friends. Sir. Ace. Look, Ace, it's a box of silver bullets. This is what the victim was shot with, so it's gotta belong to our killer. Let's get a sample of the dirt left on the inside cover. And this hollow tree stump makes a perfect hiding place, I agree. Let's have a root around the hollow. Root tree? Get it? Oh, gosh. Thanks, Gwen. I needed that smile. But yes, that was Jazztown. Of course it was Jazztown. I would never forget that. That was such a beautiful place. Great job of rendering that stuff. And I like it when they throw those backgrounds from like old assets from like old cases and stuff. There it is. Hey, someone dumped this gun in the tree hollow. Could it be ordered to kill you to shoot our victim? The chief's a weapons aficionado. He'll give us the answers we need about this gun. Nice. We're going to the chief for this stuff. I love that. I love that. That's awesome. I actually really like the fact that we're going to see the chief. The chief's actually contributing. The chief's never done anything in previous seasons. Let's send this dirt from the killer's bullet box straight to Priya, Ace. Well, World Edition, the chief kind of played some tricks and did some things. So, but you know, as a whole. Priya, how are you holding about your encounter with that nasty hunter? It was a wreck until Ben finally calmed me down. I can't thank you enough for saving me, Ace. All in a day's work. How about that dirt from the killer's bullet box? Yes, upon first examination, the dirt was simply California forest soil. Further testing revealed minuscule particles of moonstone mixed in with the dirt. Wait, moonstone? That's the whitey blue gemstone people wear as jewelry, right? Correct, Gwen. And since your killer was the only one to handle the box, we can conclude that they're wearing a moonstone. Ah. So it definitely could be Ruth. But I think it could probably also be Pierce, honestly. Okay, so I enjoyed tinkering with this gun you found, and it brought back memories of my weapon X for days in the military before I became a hunter. I bet it's a special gun if the killer shot a werewolf with it. Well, not at all. It's just a run-of-the-mill handgun anyone can get, but the traces of silver in the bullet chamber confirm it's your murder weapon. And what's more, your killer must have kissed their gun for good luck before pulling the trigger, since I found some of their red lipstick on it. Well, that was lucky for us then. Ace, keep an eye out for a suspect with red lips. Is it his mom? Yeah, it was you. You killed your own son. How dare you say that? I'm utterly heartbroken that Danny said. That may well be, but you still murdered him. You knew he was going to Alcatraz Island last night, and you went after him. So sue me. I like to know what Danny was up to. He was a mama's boy, but I loved him all the more for it. Yes, but you couldn't accept it when Danny told you he was a werewolf. Enough of that word. Your readers might laugh at the fantastical garbage, but I refuse to believe. Actually, Miss Kwame, we're not news reporters. We are hunters, people who solve supernatural crime. That's why we know your son was a werewolf, that you were responsible for his death. Wait, so you were the supernatural police? Alright, I admit it. I knew Danny was a werewolf and I saw him transform. One night he sat me down, said he had something to show me, and then he turned into a beast before my very eyes. I begged him to make this horrid monster go away, but he said if I loved him I had to accept his new identity. He promised me that our lives wouldn't change, except that he would have to leave me on full moon nights. He also gave me a book about his condition. It was from this book that I learned that werewolves could be killed with silver and wolfsbane. So I bought a gun and silver bullets, took my shot when Danny emerged on the pier after the full moon. But I didn't want my Danny to die, I only wanted to kill the monster in him and purge him of it. Wait a minute, you thought Danny would survive the gunshots and then you'd get your old son back? Yes, I only realized how wrong I was when I held his lifeless body in my arms. Oh, Miss Kwame, you made a terrible mistake and your son had to pay the price. We have no choice but to hand you over to the police for the murder. I mean, I kind of get where she's coming from because she doesn't know all this stuff, but still. Ace, I've been told that Mrs. Kwame confessed to the cops and never revealed that her son was a werewolf. Great, so the police will just treat it like the murder of a really hairy man. This is a tragic case, really, that poor misguided woman. Although I've got to admit, I'm selfishly relieved that Pierce is innocent. Innocent is a tricky concept when it comes to vampires, Gwen, remember that. Oh, I will. I have no intention of taking Pierce back, even though he's a smoking hot vamp. The only vampire I care about is one behind that invincibility plot. Get ready to hunt them down, Ace. Well, to be fair, he's in this area, so he very well could be that person. And I was just shocked, because I had like no idea that it would be the mom. Like, that would have been my last guess in terms of this. That was pretty shocked. Alright, let's head on to the AI. Alright folks, PictureGames88, we are back. Playing Criminal Case on Facebook. Let's head on to Taste of Blood, part 4 of 5. The werewolf case was painful from the start, but the fact that his own mother killed him is just soul-crushing. Reminded me of when I told my own husband I was a werewolf. He didn't kill me, but there were days I wish he had. My family still don't know the real reason we divorced. I doubt I'll ever tell them. My family say, well, my folks are fanatical hunters like Ruth Wu who wanted to eradicate all things supernatural. I wish I wasn't related to them. And aren't we a merry band of misfits, Ace, keeping the world safe from supernatural baddies and fighting family trauma? Speaking of baddies, we still have the vampire plot to foil, the elixir of invincibility. We know that rare flowers need to make the elixir that only blooms in the forests in northern California. How do we find it before the vampires do? We have no idea where to look for it. What about your victim's werewolf friend, Ace? They used to hang out in the forest around here. You might have spotted the plan in question. Great idea, Priya. Xander's a nice guy. If a bit prickly, you should go with Ace and talk to him, werewolf to werewolf. Absolutely not. The last thing I want to do is socialize with werewolves. I was suggesting you went with Ace. When? Actually, Felix has asked to see Ace and me. He's been doing his own research on the invincibility elixir. We should go check what Felix has for us, Ace. And don't worry, Priya. I'm sure your meeting with Xander will just go just fine. Yes. Nice. She needs to meet up with Xander so she knows she's not alone. Hey Felix, you want to see us about the vampire invincibility business? Yep, been reading the Grimoire Blood. Major bummer that the page with the elixir recipe is missing, but there's other juicy info in there. It turns out that there's a catch, a weakness to the elixir invincibility. You mean even when a vampire becomes immune to staking, decapitation, and sunlight, they can still remain vulnerable? But how? The book don't say, but I found a groovy solution. You need a chinwag with a high-level witch. She'll know everything about these sorts of elixirs and potions. Oh, dude, last time I ran into a witch, she whacked me with a curse just for smiling at her boyfriend. I couldn't stop grinning like a fool for 3 weeks. Witches are temperamental creatures for sure. They're regular humans, but extremely gifted with magical powers. And they despise hunters, so it's best if you wear a protective amulet to block the witch's bad juju. I can make such an amulet, but you need to score me some cast iron first. Cast iron. Well, that's right. The old prison we must have some lying about. We'll bring some back ASAP, Felix. Ace, Peter keeps texting me about the vampire ball. I already said no, but... Oh yeah, sorry, we're on the clock here. Our priority is to find cast iron for the anti-witch amulet Felix wants to make for us. Now let's rifle that pile prison John. Hope your tetanus shots are up to date, Ace. He has the vampire ball. I wonder if the elixir is for the vampire ball. Hey, yeah, nice, yeah. You can finish off. You can, when you wake up, replay this and just watch the AI. It's only like 10 minutes. The AI is not usually very long. Well, those rusty chains you found in the pile have got to be made from cast iron Ace. Let's get the metal to Felix so we can make us these witch-proof amulets. Sup, Ace? You're just in time to collect your snazzy cast iron amulets. Excellent, Felix. So by one of these amulets will be safe from the witch's curses. Yeah, and I fixed a meetup with Morgana Blackhawk, the head of the Witches Cove, and if anyone can spill beans on the elixir of invincibility, it's her. Morgana will be waiting by the old cemetery on the outskirts of the city, but remember, witches can be grumpier than the chief after a rough day. Then we shouldn't be late, Ace. Let's go meet Morgana before she changes her mind. Yeah. Yeah, I like that, I like that. What's up, Morgana? Love it. Good art stuff work. The easter wind blows, disquieting my soul. Who goes there? Miss Blackhawk, long time no see. We're here about the invincibility elixir, I know. And I already told Felix I'm not keen on vampire business or hunter business for that matter. But Felix said you'd help us. Stop begging like a needy child. I shall assist you, but on one condition. Hear my demand. Bring me a drop of blood spilled at dawn, diluted by the ocean. That is the price of my help, as you so crudely put it. Drop of blood, dawn, ocean? But wait, how? Just bring it to me before midnight. Adieu. Wait, Ace, can you believe you're bringing me a drop of blood spilled at dawn? What a drama queen. Oh wait, our latest victim's blood was spilled at sunrise at the Alcatraz Pier. That's blood, ocean, and dawn in one. Let's head there and grab a bite on the way. Let's hope there's a little bit of blood left. Actually, we should probably just go to the coroner's office, honestly. I mean, they want us to go back to Alcatraz Island, but we could probably just go to the coroner's office to, I forget the guy's name. Man, I gotta remember their names. There we go. Perfect. I don't know where the wrench or the gas mask. There's that. No, they're right next to each other. Convenient. Each getting the seawater inside the seashell might contain traces of our victim's blood. If it does, it'll be enough to appease Morgana, the witch's weird demands. Let's collect a sample. That accent is attempting, again, a pure attempt at the witch from the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland. Okay, so let's ask Bennett to see if there's any blood in the sample ocean water from the seashell. Hey, so I plan to cook a meal for the team tonight. Do you like kale? Ben, I know you want to get us into healthy eating, but we also need joy in our lives. Kale is incompatible with joy. Anyway, meal planning will thankfully have to wait. Any news on that water sample from the pier? Yeah, and it's good. Your drop of ocean water does contain some of your latest victim's blood. Since the murder happened at dawn, this should satisfy the witch Morgana's demands. Excellent. I just hope Morgana doesn't want a gift wrap too. And that she'll keep her word and tell us about that elixir. Hey, so let's go see Morgana, and don't forget to wear your amulet. Morgana, we brought what you needed. Blood, ocean, dawn, the lot. Will you help us now? Very well, but only because the idea of an invincible vampire basking in sunshine repulses me. The elixir of invincibility, while powerful, carries the essence of its own weakness, and this is how your invincible vampire can be defeated. Tell us, Morgana, what is this weakness? It is the same force that allowed the elixir to exist. A virgin's blood. Dip a stake in that self-same blood, and the vampire shall be invincible no more. Oh wow, so Mina's blood can still destroy the invincible vampire? That must be the catch Felix was talking about. But my work here is done, and I'm feeling generous, Ace, so take this gift. May the love of goddess nature be ever in your heart. Ooh, a vampire brooch. I'll take it, I'll take it. Ace, I must admit I misjudged you. I thought all hunters were bad. We saw my friend's murder. We try our best, but actually we're here because we need your help. Wait, are you a werewolf? Yes, but that's not the point. It's so exciting to meet another wolf. Now that Danny's gone, I'm the only one left in San Francisco. Do you already have a pack? If not, we could start one. I don't need a pack, and if I had one, it'd be with Ace and the other hunters. Okay, I didn't mean to overstep the mark. So, what do you need from me? Well, we're looking for the Dawn of Night flower. It blooms only once a year, and that happens to be today. Oh, I know the exact forest clearing where Dawn of Night flower grows. I'll show you, and let me pay for a cab there, Ace. You're loaded, so you couldn't pay the other guy, but you could pay me 20,000 coins. Alright. I'm game. I have a feeling this is gonna go down. Oh, there it is. We get everything. This flower used to grow abundantly here, Ace, but now it's almost extinct. The specimen you picked is the last one left. Anyway, I'll be on my way now. Good luck, Ace. And this must decide. If you change your mind about joining Werewolf Pack, you know where to find me. Ace, you won't see me running off to the wild with Xander and his new pack anytime soon. But if he's right about this flower being the last known specimen of the Dawn of Night, we're in luck. We got to it before the vampires did. In any case, better verify that this is the Dawn of Night flower through our database. Someone tells me that they already got it. And that we're going to need to get the virgin blood. Oh, unless the next case they kill her. Ooh. Oh, that wouldn't be good. Well, the flower in the forest is indeed the Dawn of Night. Since it was the last remaining specimen, the miscreant vampires won't be able to get their hands on it. I'll go drop it off at Felix camper, and then we'll wait to see what happens next. Yep, you found the only remaining... That's what you keep saying, but I'm not sure if that's true. And I also heard you learned some interesting things from Roka. Hey, Chief, there's been an incident. Someone broke into our camper while I was out, and they attacked Felix. He's alright, but the flower, it's gone. Oh, brother. No stress, dudes. I'm alright. Ben patched me up after I got hit in the head. But I couldn't protect the Dawn of Night flower. It was stolen from my camper. That darn vampire. They must have taken the flower. They've got it. Nothing will prevent them from making the invincibility elixir. So how do we stop them now? We might not be able to stop them from making the elixir, but there's still a way to defeat them, Chief. Morgana the Witch told us that the Virgin's blood using the elixir can still kill a vampire, and we know whose blood was used. Mina Reynolds. We just need some more of her blood to dip our stakes in. That can probably be arranged, but knowing how to defeat the vampire is only half the battle won. We also have to know which vampire it is. And about that, you know Pierce used to nag me to go to that vampire ball with him to celebrate Dr. Aguilar's death day in Los Angeles mansion. I wasn't going to accept it, but now you'll have to. A party with all the vampires attending, there's no better place to find the one in search of invincibility. Alright people, the ball's tomorrow. I'll try to get some sleep before we hit the road to LA. Oh snap, oh snap. It's time to hyper-focus on this preview and see who's dead. Please don't be Gwen, please don't be Gwen, please don't be Gwen, please don't be Gwen. Okay, that does not look like Gwen. And somebody's head looks like they're cut off. Okay, I'm happy. That doesn't... I mean, it's not like Pierce would dress up for the occasion, but that doesn't look like Pierce either. If anything, that looks like Dr. Aculus, which is definitely not good if that's Dr. Aculus, because he seemed to be the only one that was keeping them in line. That's not good. That's not good at all. Well, guys, I'll see you guys next Saturday, pretty much same time. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out. Yeah, great, man. I'm pretty sure it's a doctor. Pretty sure it's a doctor. We'll see you guys then. Peace.